Anohandanian Communications 101, Comprehensive Reflection and Analysis, April 24, 2025. Throughout Communications 101, I have understood civic engagement, advocacy, and argument as foundational tools that allow individuals to influence their communities ethically and effectively. I never thought public speaking would open up my better half to connect with others, but I had no idea how much this course would change my ability to relate to people on real topics. A test was given after each assignment, and everyone built on the last. By the end of the course, I could make structured, evidence-based arguments and present them professionally and effectively. Among the most significant changes to my perception was when I learned it was about communication and speaking ethically and responsibly. The lesson on ethical communication practices focused on credibility, accuracy, and respect for all perspectives. This concept became the focus of my business and my persuasive speech project, in which I pleaded that universities invest more resources to promote mental health. I have learned how to present sensitive information in an informative way without being judgmental, which I now apply in personal conversations and university lectures. I was also highly communicative in the early days. The course materials taught me to relax, and I used tips on this and tips to connect with the audience. The anxiety subsided. That peer feedback component was beneficial since you knew that other people had feared that, and it helped you to feel supported. The more it happened, the more confident I became in myself. Yet, when I delivered my informative speech, I thought that I was at a turning point. I used the voice modulation, I learned the gestures and the eye contact, and the positive feedback only boosted my confidence. The second major thing I took away was learning to frame valid arguments using the claim, evidence, and warrant framework. Before taking this course, I often pleaded with their hearts or had general opinions about what they should do. Through assignments and instructor feedback, I discovered how to back up my claims with credible sources and tie my evidence to my main points. There was another valuable thing I learned: avoiding logical fallacies. I am quicker to spot the flaws in arguments and feel more capable of participating in a healthy debate. One of the highlights was another final group project. Creating a multimedia presentation with classmates helped me understand the context and audience. There was an implied imperative in what we were saying and how we were saying it so that our message would be received well outside the bubble of what these conversations usually sounded like. I am glad this project further pushed the idea that communication is always contextual and cultural, which I hadn't fully realized before this course. Looking forward, these skills will help me in both academic and professional sense. Now I know how to advocate well and ethically, whether by writing essays, applying for jobs, or participating in civic life. Improving Communications 101 made me a better speaker and taught me to be heard too. This course has helped me become a more confident speaker, thoughtful listener, and responsible communicator. It has taught me how to use one's voice to have impact and respect.